left tackle situation right now?
We have some tackles that could play. I mean, like Josh can play, he's going to play. If Charles gets better and can play, he'll play. If not, then we get some other guys that can play.
Okay. So Cross is potentially playing this week, or you have?
Well, I mean, some things need to happen before he plays. Obviously, not going through it yesterday, but I'd say it's a non-zero chance that he plays, but we'll see.
Will he practice today, Charles?
I don't believe so. Unless something's changed in the last couple hours.
But it sounds like Josh is okay.
Josh, we'll see how Josh practices today. He's going through walkthrough now. We'll see how it goes.
What happened with him in the game? Was it
Just banged up a little bit.
What about Rashid? Shaheed?
To my knowledge, he's practicing today. So I don't know in what capacity. Can't tell you, but he should be out there.
You guys, I don't think have had a player that's had a concussion play the following week. Is that a policy for you guys, or is it if they pass the protocol they can play?
Pretty sure did Tyrese Knight come back and play? He didn't that next week. He missed a game. No, it's not a policy. It's just going by the protocol, So.
And Kobe, is he getting better? Or?
Kobe's getting better. Yeah, and he's not going to practice today. He did walk through. Again, we'll see. I know those guys are working like crazy, but we're going into football Friday. They'll probably have to do something before the game goes.
If Rashid Shaheed can't go for some reason, Derek Young, Jake Bobo, what do you expect for those guys?
Yeah, come in and play great football for us. I think we have a really deep receiver room and guys that have made plays in key moments from training camp all the way to now, and that's what we expect. So yeah, we got really good players.
You guys have played in just about every style of game so far: run game working, pass game working, run defense, pass defense.
Yeah.
Do you feel like all those different types of games you played have helped prepare the team for this type of moment?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm certainly. I'd rather it be this way than just being able to only win one way. That's probably the most you can take out of it, and it's a message for our team. Like we're in our second year of our program here, and we're trying to learn how to win. And make that our expectation, and make that the standard for our team. And so I think it's been great for our team to realize that there is multiple ways to do it, and that they can trust each other. That we're gonna figure out a way to put ourselves in contention. At the end of the game, no matter how the game starts.
Earning the right to play in meaningful games is something you said, obviously. And as far as the regular season's concerned, this is up there. How do you balance that, the stakes, and earning that right, but with just 1-0 normal football week sort of thing?
Yeah, we got here by our mentality on how we approach every day, and that's what we're going to do this week, and that's what we're going to do next week, whether we're playing or not. And then that's just how we're going to roll, and it just cleans it up. It's like let's just worry about the stuff we can control. Which right now it's, hey, we get an opportunity to move around outside and get our timing down, and clean up some early down stuff, work on third down, red zone. I mean, those are the things our guys are thinking about right now. And there's some things that we feel like we need to be able to do to play really good ball and give ourselves a chance to win. And we'll check that at the end of practice and see the progress, and that's what we do on Thursday. So that's honestly what we're focused on.
Mike, how has this team been able to hold each other accountable through the season and grow from that process? And what role has your leadership played?
Well, I'm not a big the word accountable guy. Like to me, it's got a negative connotation. We're more like a integrity type of thing. Like, hey, we're going to do what we say we're going to do. We said we want to operate a certain way. We said we want to be a certain type of team. We said we want to practice and walk through and play the game a certain way. We've kind of all agreed that that's how we want to operate, and that's led by a lot of our leaders on our team. And then really, I think it's part of my job to make sure that we're just doing what we said we're going to do. And there's ways to get that done and ways to communicate it, but I really think it's that simple, and that way you're just not like. I respect all the quick questions, but it is a lot of it is deviated away from what our concentration is all the time, and that's really what we're trying to focus on all the time.
Are you one of the people that sets like New Year's goals every
No.
year? No. Do you
What
remember?
did you think?
You might have been.
What would be like the odds out there for that?
Process guy.
Uh,
You did have some goals for what you wanted to accomplish this year, and obviously some of those are still ahead of you.
Yep.
How much has this season kind of gone according to what you expected versus maybe deviated?
I expect us to win every game we play. That's what we expect, you know. Quick funny story. The high school coach that I worked for, Xavier Smith, took us on like a coaching retreat when we were at Cedar Shoals, and he asked us how many games we think we should win. I think I've told this story before. You have 10 games in high school, and so we all take a sheet out of paper and hand it in to him, thankfully anonymously. And he looks at him and he reads them out, and he's like, "All right, well, go ahead and let me know the games you expect us to lose right now, so we don't have to play them." So it's like that makes a lot of sense.
Have you thought of the way?
How many wins did you write on that sheet? Do you remember?
It wasn't 10. Yeah, it was done by me. So lesson learned.
What have you thought of the way Reeks played since that first game against the 49ers?
Well, I think an exception for a couple of those plays, like I thought Reek played well that game. But I can tell you this, I mean, he's playing really good football right now. He's playing really good football. And he's playing great football. So really proud of him, happy for him. It's great for the Seahawks, great for him, great for everybody involved. But he's playing really good football for us. Attention to detail, technique, practice, all those things are on point right now. It's really great.
Is he your starter there? The snap count suggests he's starting.
I think we have 3 starting corners.
Mike, we've heard from John Schneider for years. He likes to phrase no ego, and he doesn't want doors between personnel and coaching. For you coming in, how does that maybe help you do your job, and how do you think that's just kind of helped shape the team that you have now?
It's essential. To me, it's critical especially for a guy like me coming in. You're new. There's a lot of things you don't know. There's a lot of things you don't know that you don't know, and I think a critical part of of success is being able to be authentic and being able to go through those experiences without feeling like someone's breathing down your neck, or you gotta, so and so wants to act a certain way. It's like, no, all we're doing is just trying to chase this vision of who we want to become as an organization, and John is one. He set the tone of that, from Jody, but John's kind of the living, breathing example here on a daily basis, and he's created an incredible environment to work. I mean, it's just it's been awesome. I love working with him. Kind of always knows what to feel like. He's always got great perspective, but kind of knows what to say in those situations. He's obviously been through a ton. You kind of get fooled into he's a younger GM, but I mean, he's been around forever. He's kind of seen everything. But it's been awesome, man. He's really great. He's really great, and he's probably uncomfortable me talking about him like that, because that is how he wants to operate. He really, and I think it's an opportunity to talk about the rest of our personnel staff. I mean, from our scouts to the guys that are in the building. Man, they are really great at what they do, and the way they operate too is a great example for me coming in and say, okay, this is how I'd like us to operate too, and it meshes, So it's a really great group to work with, no matter the season, It's whether we're in season or draft or whatever. It just feels like it's there's no drag, and we can work together and scrimmage things out, and all the focus of what's best for us.
All that has been a factor when you talk about the depth and the guys stepping up, all the different players who've impacted the team.
Yeah, well, we talked about it, forget my days here, but I think it might have been the last media session was just, the 70 matters, that's the way that really started with John and how he envisioned it. And I think the actions have backed it up. Talking about integrity, that's what we said we wanted to do. And, they've done a great job of bringing in players, and I love that our staff has a developmental mindset that we're coaching everybody all the time. There shouldn't be anybody on our roster that is just coming to work and just hanging out and just grabbing a thing of lunch and going home. It's like, no, you're here to work and develop and get better and play your best football here for us.
It's not all that common for a team to change quarterbacks one off season and then win at least 13 games, be in position for the number 1 seed. Looking back at the change and John's role in that, like what can you say about that and how well that's worked out for you guys so far?
Well, I think it speaks to the vision we had as a team of where we want to become, and like it's kind of one of those methods things. It's like, hey, the principle is this is where we want to go, and then who's going to be here, how we're going to get it done. I mean, all those things are kind of sometimes are not under your control, and so when you go back and you look through that kind of time of the off season, maybe to an outsider's perspective, it felt like it was a lot of decisions that happened really fast, but John did a great job of like navigating us through it, especially, a guy like me that's trying to, don't necessarily know all the steps that happens in those things, but it's kind of just sequentially like one decision after another. And, one of my favorite quotes, made it as simple as possible, but not simpler, which was really cool.